Democrats and Republicans are both guilty of these issues, and we need to be able to call them out regardless, because violations of international law, human rights law, international humanitarian law, and our domestic law need to be called out regardless of who's doing it. So I've seen a few comments on my recent video about Trump blowing up a boat in international waters with some version of this, that, if it was Obama or Biden or somebody else, I wouldn't be saying this. I get why people do this, because everything nowadays seems to be so partisan, but I want to be very clear. I have always been a human rights advocate first and foremost. Human rights and mass atrocities prevention is like my bread and butter. It is what I do. And I have been unequivocal in my condemnation of anything that, whether it's Obama, Biden, Trump, whomever it is, when they are doing things that are antithetical to human rights and in support of or apathy towards mass atrocities, I call it out. And so when Bush was in office, I was calling out, the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan, the way in which that we were conducting those wars and the immense civilian harm, the extraordinary rendition, the torture. When Obama was in office, I was calling out the drone strikes, the double taps, the same thing that we just saw the Israeli government do, and strike, with a missile strike, and then wait until the first responders got there and then strike again. Obama did immensely, and I called that out. The drone program entirely, I was opposed to and called out. The expansion of the global war on terror to basically be anywhere that we can get a drone. It was antithetical to basic human rights, and honestly was very clearly war crimes and potentially crimes against humanity as well. I would call out all the leaks that came out from Edward Snowden and the immense metadata collection and the invasion of privacy. Spoke out against that. When Trump was in office, similar things, obviously today, plenty of things to speak out against. When Biden was in office, the way in which that he withdrew from Afghanistan, the lack of action on the crisis in Sudan, the ongoing genocide, the ongoing war crimes, the ongoing crimes against humanity, the horrible, horrible way in which he allowed and sent more arms to the IDF to ensure that they could commit the genocide in Gaza, spoke out against that. And, the drone strike as we were leaving Afghanistan that killed an innocent person and most of their family because they had bad intelligence and it looked like maybe he was loading his car with weapons, he was loading his car with food, spoke out against that, made videos against that, posted things about that. So, no, I'm not that person. When it comes to these issues, it is a bipartisan issue.